Hello and welcome to another video. In today's video we've spotted a bit of a problem with the Bolens HT20. So we noticed this problem when we went into our working tractor store to get out another tractor for a job, and we looked over at this tractor and we noticed that it had a flat tyre on the rear left here, which we managed to get some air in it to bring it round to the workshop here, but we haven't a clue how or why. All we've done with this over the winter is drive it around there at the start of the winter with all of the snow clearing gear. Then you may recall we brought it around here to take all of that off after getting no snow and then driven it back. That's all the use it's had for months pretty much. But we have a slight idea, because as you can hear there's no air leaking at the moment, but if I move the valve around, you can hear the noise of air leaking. Now we're not sure if this is tubed or tubeless, but I think we're going to be following that lead on the valve first. We've jacked up the back of the tractor and put this side on an axle stand. Now when we were taking off the snow chains, you may recall we didn't actually take off the wheel weights, but they're going to get, or this one at least is going to get taken off now anyway, so it didn't make much difference. There we go. That's one. That's both of the nuts off. And we just that's all the studs. So before we go too mad here, we've just put some soapy water around the bead and left it a couple of minutes, and there's no big areas of bubbling where air would be escaping and that would make the soapy water bubble. So this looks all fine. I'll just do the other side now. And that does not appear to be excessively bubbling anywhere. This valve is slightly strange because it looks like one that would be on a tube. However, you can turn it. So, unless the tube inside here is extremely knotted, then this is tubeless. If I spray some soapy water on there, you can see the massive bubbles indicating that air is escaping. So this is our problem. So what we're going to do is break the bead of the tyre to access the valve from inside and then put on a new valve. We have the tyre changer attached to the workshop floor here, and we forgot that we'd left the lever for the tyre changer in the position where this part goes down and breaks the bead of the tyre when we connected up the air hose, which wasn't too helpful. It's already broken the bead off camera. Please ignore the dodgy angle that this is at, but that's just what we have to do with these bigger wheels. However, it did show the problem, and for once it might be an easy fix. You can see here the rubber seal has actually come away from the valve, meaning that air can escape around the metal bit that you can see. Now we could just put this back over it, but we want to replace the valve with a more conventional one, so I'll just quickly take this off. We've got the old valve off, and it's quite an unusual one. I don't think I've seen one like this before. And we're switching it for this new one, which is more conventional. Now, quick disclaimer, obviously it's not a good idea to have to be relying on the tyre changer and the air pressure from that holding down the tyre, because if one of the airlines breaks or ruptures or something, the tyre could come up quite quickly. But I'm going to only have my fingers up behind here for a minimum amount of time, so it's okay.
And we put a piece of wood in there as well, haven't we? Just to help.
And then I can use this valve tool here, try to help me pull the valve through. Got the new valve through. I'm just going to release it now. There we go. We've pulled the new valve all the way through now, and we've just brushed some tyre cream around the bead. And next job is to get the bead onto the rim again, which we don't especially like having to do this on tubeless tyres. However, so that we can get more air into the tyre quicker to try and get it onto the rim, we've taken the valve out from in there. So that worked very well, and everything so far has gone way too easily, so something's probably about to go wrong. But just to make sure, I'll put some soapy water around the valve and the bead again to see if they're leaking any air. Doesn't appear to be around the valve. And doesn't seem to be any around the bead either. Now to check the other side. This is definitely going way too well for a job that we've done. And there appears to be no leaks on this side either. That whole job went a lot quicker than expected. We've got the wheel weight back on this side again now. I guess it's time for a bit of a test drive. As you saw there, the tractor's running nicely, and this tyre seems to be holding air well, so that seems to be a job well done as well, even though that definitely went too easily. But that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed. Comments welcome, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.